West, organized crime, including auto theft and home invasions, is a concern for many constituents. I have had numerous conversations at the doors about these incidents, and although there is a decline in the numbers, I always say the crime is not a partisan issue, and even a little crime is still crime. So, Minister, could you please speak to the success of the National Crime Prevention Strategy in addressing these types of organized and violent crimes?
Look, I think the overall issue, and I said this at the outset, is that the general trend towards crime is lower across Canada. Certain types of crimes are still trending up. What's important is that people not just being safe, but also feeling that they're safe. And the responsibility, I think, of government, including, particularly myself, is to make sure that the sense of safety and security is there, which means that we have to bring in measures that strengthen that confidence. And that starts, in part, I think, with the investments I talked about, making sure that both at the CBSA and RCMP level, there's additional resources, there's additional tools for law enforcement across Canada. There's changes to the criminal code which is the sole responsibility of the federal government, which Minister Fraser will be bringing forward, and he already brought forward C9 in terms of addressing issues around hate, and he will bring forward legislation around bail reform and so on. What I think we need to do is leverage this with making sure that the provinces do their part, and many provinces are. Some are still falling short, so making sure that there's adequate judicial resources, there's adequate training for JPs and judges when it comes to the interpretation of the criminal code, making sure that there's remand facilities that are available at the local level to be able to remand. So that requires both a provincial response, but in terms of men and women in uniform, it's much more of a provincial plus a municipal response.